Welcome to OHAUS by OHAUS, a podcast where we discuss topics related to everything in the OHAUS world, from new and existing products to application stories from relevant industries. I'm your host, Eric Hall. Today, we're going to talk about the Defender 6000 series, and joining us is Marketing Product Manager for Industrial Products in the Americas, Carl Joslyn. All right. Well, thank you, Carl, again for joining us. And let's just get right into the Defender series. Just sort of a top line explanation. What is the Defender 6000?
So Defender 6000 is the latest in our Defender series of scales. They're bench and floor scales used for a variety of industrial applications. Defender 6000 is an IP69K, IP68 protected scale that's intended to be used in applications like seafood processing, chicken, beef, other types of heavy washdown environments, chemical packaging and pharmaceutical packaging, where you need to be able to really clean the scale well, where the environment may be very harsh. That means that there's a lot of moisture. There could be hot-cold cycles going on between the processing area and the cleaning area. And then you're cleaning the scale with pressure, hot water to make sure that it is as sanitary as possible. It also has features in it that help the operator. So when the operator is filling let's say a package with chicken, and they have to reach a certain weight, let's say it's a 1 kilo package, a large package of chicken, the scale can show a light to them, a green light telling them that, okay, this package is within the weight requirements you need, and then you can send it down the line for wrapping and further labeling. So it gives a very easy way for the operator to tell when they are within their weight limits, when they're within the targets for that package. It also is designed to be very hygienic. We work with NSF, which is the National Sanitary Foundation. It is an organization that's works with us on the design, certifies that we have designed it properly per standards, and that it will also be accepted for use in a HACCP food safety system. So it is designed to hold up to very harsh environments, to be cleaned very strongly. It has food safe design, and then it also has features that help support the operator quickly and precisely filling packages and processing.
That's great. So how many devices are actually in the Defender line, and what is the sort of range of differences between them? What does one offer on one end of the spectrum versus one on the other end?
So Defender 6000 comes in two different style of indicators. The indicator is what shows the weight and processes the signal from the base. There's the XW or stainless steel version. It's a little bit more involved. It has a keypad, it has memories, it has the ability to log in users, and it can be connected to a range of different equipment using different data options. Then there is a PW or a plastic version, which is made out of polycarbonate, and that's really designed to be more of a simple processing station. It only has one very simple way to relay data to a system, and it's really designed to be a simple processing station that shows to the operator what the weight is. Are they within that good range or okay range where you'll have a green light? It's a very simple approach. There's two different indicators, and then there's a range of different bases. There are 5 bases that we offer with the Defender 6000. They range from 10 inches by 10 inches, a small platform for an individual processing station. And then we have a 12 by 12 and then an even larger size that's used for larger boxes and bins. So Depending upon the indicator, depending upon whether you have it mounted on a column or mounted to the front of the base, and depending upon the base capacity and size itself, there are a range of different models that are really designed to meet the requirements of most processing and packaging operations that would use a Defender 6000.
I see. So if someone is looking to invest in a device like this, what is it about the Defender that you would say what separates it from the competition? Is its main selling point if someone is maybe uncertain about which way to go?
A main selling point is the construction. It is made out of 316 stainless steel. A lot of the competitive products we see are made out of 304 stainless steel. The difference is that 316 stainless steel is designed to be much more corrosion resistant. The Defender 6000 against some competition has a higher level of IP or ingress protection, so it is better able to withstand pressure, hot water, the environment that it's used in. We also use stainless steel load cells for our Defender 6000. Some competitors will offer a lesser aluminum load cell. It may not be IP69K, or they may have a stainless steel load cell, but it's still not to the IP69K standard. So with this product, both the indicator and the load cell, the weighing element in the base, are rated to IP69K and IP68. And the indicator, the column, and the frame, the pans for the base are made out of that higher level 316 stainless steel.
I see. I imagine that obviously the idea of it being easily cleaned and being sanitary has gained importance, particularly recently. I imagine. Have you seen maybe a change? Have things become more stringent in the industry?
In the industry, obviously, food safety is a very important issue. We see it in the media, on online sites where companies have issues and they have to do recalls. Obviously, if there's some sort of foodborne pathogen, it can affect the health of people severely. So there is a heightened requirement for food processors to not only protect against foodborne pathogens, but also ensure that the equipment and the environment that the food is being processed in does not allow material to get into the food, or that the packaging is not done correctly, et cetera. So there are a number of different factors that are kind of feeding into this continuous process you see in the food processing and food service industry for higher levels of food safety and to protect the health of the public.
I see. Is there a story behind the name Defender?
The predecessor to the Defender was the Champ series. So when we came out with the Defender series, we wanted to really highlight the fact that it was a new product that had new capabilities. And in fact, in a lot of ways, it was a higher level of product than what we had before. So name Defender really brings to the dealer and to the end user the concept that this is a more durable product, that it will withstand average use in industrial applications, and that also it helps defend against loss due to imprecise measurement.
In the switch from the Champ to the Defender, did you address anything in particular that maybe came out of the customer experience? Were there things that customers were looking for that maybe weren't there in the Champ that are now in the Defender?
One thing that customers were looking for was more options in terms of data connections. So RS-232 is sort of a standard that you find throughout weighing equipment in the industrial area. Even though it's a very old standard, it's a very common standard. But they also were looking for things like Ethernet. They were looking for USB connections. They were looking for even old technology like analog loops, voltage, or current loops. And then also they're asking for new ways to connect, like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So those were all kind of brought together in our Defender 5000 series. We also were responding to requests for different variations in the bases. So in our older generation, we only had about 17 bases. We now have increased that to 34 because within each size, there could be different situations where a customer may want to have a 12-inch square platform. One customer wants, let's say, 25 pounds. The next customer wants 50 pounds, and they are using a lower resolution. So really the idea was give more options for our dealers and for end users to use our Defender series with their operations.
That's great. So where are the specific areas where you would actually use a Defender 6000?
So Defender 6000 is designed for use in food processing areas that have a requirement for heavy cleaning, where it can be a very wet or cold environment, and where they need to have this food safety approvals and certifications in order to meet their internal HACCP or food safety systems. There are applications also in chemical packaging where it's in an environment where you're using chemicals that may be corrosive themselves. So you need to have the higher protection from the 316 stainless steel that we use to manufacture the columns and the bases and part of the indicators. It can also be used for pharmaceutical or nutraceutical packaging, where you have to have the same level of hygiene and food safety, even though you're not packaging something like chicken, beef, or fish for consumption by the public.
I see. All right, great. Well, again, thank you again. I think this is fascinating, and thank you for walking us through it.
Welcome. Have a good day.
For more information, visit our website, ohaus.com, OHAUS, to view and download more information about the products featured in today's episode. All of these products are available for purchase by contacting your regional OHAUS representative. I want to thank our guest, Carl Joslyn, for joining us today, and thank you for taking the time to learn more about OHAUS. This has been an episode of OCast with Eric Hall, and I look forward to having you back for our next episode.